What's up? 10 stereotypes, 10 weird stereotypes about Americans, guys. This is very interesting because I'm European, and for me, I'm curious. Like, for me, stereotypes for Americans is that Americans drive big cars, that's for sure. They love to eat big meals because everything is big in America, like when it comes to food and restaurants and everything. They love burgers, that's for sure. And yeah, some this is what I have for now. Let's see if my list of stereotypes will grow after this video.
And to throw things into the balance, I thought today I would do 10 weird things Irish people, are really just people from not America, think about American people. And I threw it out to you guys, what do you Americans actually think that people around the world think of you? And you kind of came back to me with the normal stuff. You said that people think that you're or you're or that you really like. What's happening here? Well, yeah, I can see that, but why?
Because it's supposed to be a weird list. That's a standard list.
Right, weird. Fair point. Okay, coming in at number 10. Non-Americans think Americans just smile all the time. Okay, let's look at this one. Yes, American people are very friendly. They do smile a lot. Many of them work on commission. And to be fair, you guys have them good teeth.
Yeah.
Some people have a phobia about that. When people
Also, this is another stereotype, like Americans have white teeth.
touch their teeth. Do you? But yeah, you guys have great dental care over there, so why wouldn't you smile all the time? But of course, this isn't the case for everybody. There are sure some grumpy Americans too. I have to say, overall, you do seem excessively friendly, and perhaps for non-Americans, this can seem a little fake. And let's be fair, if somebody is working on commission, it is a little fake. But if somebody's nice to me in a shop, it does make me feel nice and makes me want to buy things, so I'm gonna give you a pass. Next up,
I don't know, if I see a person with a very white teeth, like super white, it just, I don't know, I feel uncomfortable. I don't know, maybe because I have like my teeth are not perfect, like they are not straight. For me they are perfect, right? But I don't know, I don't have any like insecurities about that. But I mean, it seems so unnatural, and the things that are not natural, for me, it seems strange, you know?
That you all drive big trucks and SUVs. A lot of times when I'm watching reality television shows, I do see people in these big jeepy things or excessively large cars that you could have your dinner in the back of or whatever. But do I think that everybody in America has those type of cars? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't see an awful lot of like Peugeots or Toyotas on the road. You know, the little ones, the standard ones. Everybody in Ireland has a Ford Focus, like the whole world has a Ford Focus. Not everybody.
Exactly.
That's a generalization. This is a list. It's full of them. But yeah.
Even my father, he's a Latvian, he has a Ford Focus, come on.
From the perspective of a foreign person, you do tend to have a lot of big cars compared to normal people. But I'm quite sure that you're not all going around driving Jeeps and SUVs, although I have been told that when I get to Texas, I should look out for that. We've hired a medium-sized car, but we're kind of hoping they're going to upgrade us to a large car. We shall see. Cross your fingers for us. Next up, all American people believe in aliens. I believe in aliens. I actually personally think it's bizarre to imagine a concept of a world where we on Earth are the only living beings in the entire universe. Like, that can't be the case. My mind is open to a lot of things, but we do see a lot of those, you know, people on farms who talk about their crop circle things, and also we hear a lot about, like, this person was taken away in the middle of the night. I mean, some of those could be real, but probably not all of them. But if there are people out there who believe there is no such thing as aliens, I would have to say, you're wrong, people. Aliens do exist, but they...
I believe in aliens, guys. If you believe in aliens, also please leave a like below this video, because, like, imagine how much planets, how much solar systems we have in the universe, in the Milky Way or whatever, you know, in the cosmos, and it just like how many planets there are besides the Earth. So, and you want to tell me that on one of those trillion of planets there's no such thing as like other kind of life species like we are, man. This is dumb to imagine. No, like, I mean, this is not illogical. This is illogical to think like that, man. And if people don't believe in aliens, they're just delirious, man. Don't want to offend nobody, but sorry, guys. In my opinion, it is delirious.
Might not be the big green things with the big black eyes that we all think of. I don't know. I think I know by now. Oh god, I'm in conflict with myself. The next thing that non-American people think about Americans, that's a long sentence. Let's try and make it shorter for the title, shall we? I always say that and then the title's just as convoluted as I imagined. We tend to think America is just like the movies. So on one of my most successful videos, people have been kind of saying, oh, the whole of America isn't just LA. But LA is what the rest of the world is presented with. LA or New York. And there's a whole middle America to see, which, you know, things going well here, I'm gonna do and tell you all about right here on the channel. But we do accept that the versions we see in movies are exaggerated versions. Do I think meet cutes are real? Probably. I hope to fall out of a taxi when I'm in Texas. We'll see. But one thing I never really understood looking at TV and movies in America is the kind of places that people can live in. Like, take Friends, for example. All the people of Friends had pretty low to middle end jobs and they lived in the middle of New York City in a huge apartment. Like, that's not right. We're aware that things are exaggerated on movies and television, but, you know, a little tiny bit of us is quite heavily influenced by looking at those and does a wee tiny bit think they're true.
Listen, I'm a kid from 90s, okay? I was born in 1992. And all my like childhood I was watching American movies. Most of American movies, Jackie Chan, like, but most of them were just American. And all I know about America from like back then was like what I saw in the movies. There was no way around it. Either there's a person who went to America and you met him, you know, and he told you what was happening, because like there was no such thing as internet. Like, internet was then, but it was not so popular. And then you like, you just cannot find out nothing about literally anything back then, you know? So, yeah.
But I know they're not. But yeah. The next one is actually kind of pretty cool. You guys really know where you come from. And as a place that's full of immigrants, going back generations and generations, I could not tell you my roots and stuff at all. I could probably take one of those DNA test things, but I kind of tend to think they're full of rubbish. And also that they're potentially collecting our DNA for the future, so as to sell it back to us, so as to make us younger. Conspiracy theories, wow.
Conspiracy theories, la 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 la.
Today's kind of turned into a conspiracy theory video, which wasn't my intention, but yeah. How many conspiracies does Diane buy into? Pretty much all of them, yeah. Well, I'm just open. I'm open to the ideas. But aside from no...
I hope this girl doesn't believe in flat earth. Guys, please tell me that you are like conscious that the earth is round and everything is fine, okay? No flat earth over here.
Knowing where you come from, you're really, really into being American. Like, you hang American flags everywhere as if, like, wow, America. Yeah. I don't know, it's just an odd thing. We hang flags here, like, if there's a match on or something, but not so much just on the reg. I'm anticipating there being a lot of flags in Texas, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, I kind of think it's cool that you know where you come from. I would a little tiny bit like to know exactly where I come from, but I may never find out, so no. Because they want to clone me. The world couldn't handle two of me. Okay, fair. The next thing that we think about Americans is that you're all kind of rich. Okay, I know this one isn't exactly true, but I've come to believe that a lot of you rely on credit. Not every one of you, but a lot of you. And the reason I think this is because I watch a lot of Dr. Phil Catfish episodes, and I see these people who are not by any means out of the norm people. They're like, I sent $100,000 to this person in Canada, but the person actually happens to be in a completely different, not Canada place, and they're just like hedging funds. But I'm like,
listen, I mean, if you're like, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there are classes, right? There's middle class, there's like working class, and upper middle class and the rich people. So basically, if you're a middle class, I guess you can live very good life in the USA. I heard that the taxation system is just terrible over there. I mean, like by terrible, I mean they are taking a lot of taxes from as more you earn, like as more you need to pay, man. And this is crazy. I mean, but yeah, if you're a middle class person, I wonder where does the middle class starts from which amount of money, guys? If you know, just drop it in the comment section. Would love to know about it.
Where did your $100,000 come from, J-Bob?
Yeah.
Like, where did it come from? And as it turns out, credit cards. Also, you see those people on bride sites and stuff try to land Americans. And yeah, I'm just like, where's all your money coming from? But yeah, people not American kind of tend to think Americans are rich, but we also kind of know you're not like all rich. Maybe you are. Check out my Patreon because it's great fun over there. The next one is that you guys talk a lot, and I have to say this one is kind of true. In a lot of societies in Europe, we tend to be a little bit reserved. In Ireland, we obviously love the bants. We can have the bants with a lot of people, but we also approach it with this funny kind of reservedness, whereas Americans will just jump right into it, and I think that's actually a really good thing. There are other places in Europe like France or whatever where you definitely wouldn't just strike up a random conversation. I kind of have this feeling like the Americans make friends hard and fast and then they go away. It's not a lifelong friendship, whereas you'll find an Irish person is like, hey, where are you going? We're friends now, come back. But yeah.
Exactly, and the British person are the same. Like you can chat. You can basically when I was living in Britain, I saw like at a till in a shop, right? That a woman approaches the till. There's this woman working on the till, and they talk like sisters, but they see each other for the first time. How is that possible? I mean, the mentality of the people, you know, of the nation. But here in Latvia, man, you can forget about it. Everybody is like introverts. If you talk to somebody, you know, like there's a big chance, out of the city center, right? There's a big chance they can look at you. Why are you talking to me, even, man? Don't talk to me. No, I don't want to talk to you, man. And this is crazy, man. This is a big change. When you live in Britain, you come here, you're like, what's wrong with the people, man?
The next one, you guys eat really fast. Here we tend to sit around a table and chat, or sit around the telly and chat. Whereas in America, I've found that even when I'm eating out, you guys tend to take people's plates away even before other people have finished eating, which actually is considered really bad manners.
It's very
in
rude.
Europe.
Very rude.
Obviously, it's a cultural difference, so when you go to America, you're aware that it's not rude there, that's just what they do, they're trying to be efficient. But whenever I've eaten with American friends, I've found I'm always about a third of the way through and they're finished their meal, which doesn't bode well for me when I'm going to be doing an eating challenge when I get to Texas. So good luck to me. Yeah, I'm not gonna win, but we're gonna give it a shot. And the last thing that we tend to think is that American people are not so... I'm trying to think of the right word. Modesty isn't the right word. Conservative with their bodies isn't the right word. I can't... Okay, basically what I'm trying to say is you guys don't really... You guys have the big... Well, it's... You know when you go to the bathroom and you have the big gaps in the doors? You guys don't seem to mind that. It's really... I go to the bathroom in America and I'm like putting tissue papers up on the things because people can see in, but that doesn't seem to be a thing in America. People don't look in. Not that they would here. It's just all our gaps close here. I don't know. Why do you have those gaps in your doors? Also,
yeah, this is a question that I want to hear answer for. Why? Where is this thing that she's talking about? How to say, being alone, man? Where is the respect for people who wants to be alone in the toilets, man? This is disrespectful, man. I need to go to USA and start movement for like removing the gaps in the public toilets, man. That's what I'm gonna do.
I guess because of the weather and stuff, you tend to wear bikinis or swimwear a lot and not really mind that. Here, if somebody gets out a little bit of leg, it's like, you've got to hit some leg. But that's kind of changing a lot more recently. People are flaunting their bodies on social media and stuff like that. So, yeah. And that's it for my list for today. Let me know if there are any weird ones that I left off that you wanted me to include, and feel free to engage with one another in the comments in a respectful way. Massive thank you to my squad who are listed in the description below. Go check them out.